What's up? It's your girl Nikki St. Clair, and I'm back for another video. And this video is a quick review on the catch up from episode 12 of Pop the Balloon or Fall in Love with Jocelynn and Eric. Let me tell you something. I could not wait to do a commentary and a review on this particular episode of the catch up because, for a long time, I am one that is always rooting for the woman. I'm always the one that's like, you can do better, you can upgrade, broaden your horizons, don't be afraid, step out on faith. God has somebody better for you. Now, based on this particular catch up, I was so disappointed in Jocelynn. She came to episode 12 with that beautiful white dress on. Her hair was fabulous. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Everybody was interested in her. And she picks the most refined gentleman to me. Eric was very refined, very respectful. He came in his traditional dress. She knew that he was cultured. You can tell he had standards and beliefs just by the way that he was dressed, by the way he spoke and represented himself. And she had a choice between him and Brian. And I've already done a review on Brian. You can check it out when he was the one that was to pick the lady. But so if you really want to know how I felt about him, you definitely can check that out. But I'm going to stay on topic. Here's this beautiful young lady who had a choice between Brian and Eric, and she chose Eric, and they chose each other, and she didn't want much. She just kind of went with the flow, which can be indeed attractive to a man. That's not like, she didn't come off like, oh, I don't do Cheesecake Factory, you're gonna take me here. No, she's just like, Buffalo Wild Wings is cool, which I wouldn't have chosen that place, because to me that place is so daggone noisy. It's hard to get to know one another, and I like to get my eat on. I don't know about anybody else, but drums and flats, I get my eat on. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be all of that attractive watching someone suck down chicken wings. But this is their date. Whatever. Okay? So they chose to do that. And they got along just fine. I'm a firm believer that Eric he comes across to me as this nerd that has never really had a beautiful dream girl. I mean, he's probably dated people, white, black, others, but here is this beautiful black princess, and he's just like, oh yeah, he's all in, right? And he's like so enamored with her. And he's like, well, she's not expecting much. And I know for a fact that I can do so much more for her and with her. So he came to her and asked, did she want to go to a place, her choice? Do you know how many black women out here, they never get that? When they say, oh, we could go to Buffalo Wild Wings, that's where black men stop. They'll be like, all I gotta do is bring her a bottle of Patron in the 8th. You know what I mean? Like, she don't really want nothing. So they don't feel like they have to try hard. Usually, when you set the bar, and the bar is easy to reach, these men do not try harder. They don't try to impress you or anything. They've made their mind up about you. They figure like you're a run-through, like a car wash. But here it is. This man is like, well, you know what? She's been very sweet. She's not expecting much. I want to do something special for her. I really like her. Here's a chance to bond. And he took her out of the country. My goodness, these tickets aren't cheap. The things that he's done, how he's rented things, and he just went above and beyond. You could tell the man has a decent line of credit. He travels all the time. And here he is providing her with an experience that she's never experienced before. And what better opportunity and what better way to grow with a person that you truly are interested in and are looking to grow with than to take her and experience her dream with her. I feel like this girl was so ungrateful. I feel like she knew from that first day at Buffalo Wild Wings that she did not like him. I felt like she wanted to experience what he had to offer. So she rode with him with all of that. And he was 100% in. And she's like, I ain't doing nothing. I guess I'll show up. Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Girl, he want to take me out of the country? Yeah, I'm going to go. She was an opportunist. She did everything that she wanted to do, but it just wasn't the guy that she wanted to do it with. I don't really feel like she was really attracted to him. I feel like she didn't want to leave alone. When they went on Pop the Balloon, and this is what I've been gathering, a lot of those people, they don't want to stand there no more in them high heels. They want to leave with somebody. They be like, well, I guess I take you. Let's walk off. And Arlette is like, it's a match. But it really don't be no match. And I'm just a firm believer that this girl, she's just like, cool. I feel like she was having a wonderful experience with a wonderful guy. But she just did not like him. She didn't like him like that. It's like right experience, wrong guy. It's like I'm almost certain she got a Ray Ray or a Pookie in the clouds somewhere that she thought about, like, damn, I wish Ray Ray would do this. I wish Pookie would do this, and we could probably grow and do some things. But she barely wanted to hug him. He stressed that, dang, I would like more hugging. And at that point, I don't know if his discernment is just off and he doesn't have any discernment, or he was forcing her to tell the truth or did not want to second guess. But in my heart of hearts, I felt like deep down inside, he knew that this girl did not like him. He liked her, and he was willing to buy her. You know what I mean? He had the money, he flossed, and I don't know if it was a cultural thing, but I don't know if he felt like she would eventually be more submissive to him, the man with the dollar. You know, they say he who has the purse has the power. But it's almost like she tried to force herself to like him and go and experience these activities with him and maybe hope that she'll end up bonding with him. But deep down inside, she just did not like him. And he could only go so far with her. The affection wasn't there. Clearly, if he's asking for hugs, they definitely did not consummate or fornicate. And she just, it was a bust. It was a bust. I felt like Erica used, I felt like Jocelynn used Eric. I felt like she waited until she got way out there and showed her ass. She had already made up in her mind she wanted to leave, or they already had a argument, and the man overslept. I don't wake nobody up out they sleep. No, she was just like looking for leverage to be a BI you know what. So it's just like, yeah, I told him I wanted to do this. He didn't set no alarm or nothing. I'm going to just let him sleep, and I'm going to blame him later on. Which was very passive aggressive. She is very, like, retaliatory, dude. And she, to me, she needs to do some work. You can tell by the way that she was dressed for this catch up. She didn't try to spruce herself up. She was sitting on the couch. I ain't got nothing going on. Regular 9 to 5. I feel like when she got with the Prince Charming, she began to reflect on herself, like most of us do. When we feel like we've met the person of our dreams, we tend to reflect on ourselves and look at what we don't look like, what we don't have, our shortcomings. And at times we tend to get intimidated. And here it is. She's met this wonderful guy who has moved forward with his education. He's worldly. He makes moves. It's not a problem for him. And instead of, he could have been a straight cocky ass jerk. Like, bitch, I could have any woman that I want. If I wanted to, I could have went on a dating website and flew a Barbie doll with me who knows how to act. But he's genuinely looking for love. He's genuinely looking for companionship. And I really feel like there may be some type of power struggle with him to where he wants to be a knight in shining armor and kind of save the day. Like, look at what I could do for you. Look at what I can make happen. You know, almost like maybe he's looking for someone to worship him and fall to his feet. And who's to say, if she had have given herself to him wholeheartedly and given in and laid up with him and he got his way, who's to say he's one of those that would drop her like a hot potato? Who's to say? Because I do know a lot of men that are like that too, where they'll work hard. And I did hear her use the term love bomb. You know, where they'll work hard to be with you. They want to give you everything. And then when you give them all of you, they're no longer interested. They disconnect. So it could be one of two things. You know, it could be that. Or, and it didn't go in his favor because she really didn't like him and she wasn't really trying to be submissive to him. Or it could just be she wanted to try something different. She went along with it, but she just was not feeling him. And when he said the Nigerian came out in him, baby, the Nigerian was in you all along, Eric. And I've dated Nigerians before, and they can be the most sweetest, most tender type of men. But when it's business, they are men of business. When it is comes to providing and showing up in a masculine way, they show up in a masculine way. No matter how you feel about them, they're going to stand flat foot and they're going to tell you what they really think. And please don't make them mad because the truth will all come out. And I do feel like they had one of those moments where she told him how she felt. He told her how he felt. And they just could not recover. They couldn't recover. And I do remember on the original episode 12, he said, if we have an argument, how do you recover? They both said they needed time and space and they'll be able to come back together and talk things out. And I will say that Eric, all through this particular interview, he tried. But she was unable to recover. And like she said, she holds grudges. And he probably let her know what it really is. Like, I don't know what he could have said. I could only imagine. I don't want to speculate. But whatever he said, she wasn't able to recover from it. But she kind of felt a little bit of remorse because she knew that she didn't like him like that. So she's calling him like, you okay? Did you make it okay? You're good? And he's just like, bitch, you're not even interested in me. Just leave me alone. Just let me go my way. You got your free trip. You acted an ass. We're not getting along. I've tried and tried and tried. Let's just go our separate ways. But I don't know if she didn't want to seem like the bad guy, or she wanted to try to keep him around like, hey, let's just be platonic, but I'll keep you around. I'll still kick it with you. I don't know. But in my opinion, Jocelynn is good for a bottle of Patron, an eighth of some weed, and bitch, just make me some tacos so I can give you this dick. That's the way she comes across. She's like, I'm regular. I just work my 9 to 5. And I'm telling you, when she came out that first time, and like most of the women that come out, they all like, I'm an entrepreneur and I have a degree and I do this and that and the other. And some in her, I don't know if it's the success that overshadowed her, but she just kind of lost all of her light. She was completely out of gas, and it was just like her self-esteem was just chopped down. To me, she looked like a jerk. Now, he probably had his part in things, but if he did, when he exposed himself, the little things that he did, she did not disagree. And it's just unfortunate, but you guys, before you jump out here and date each other, please do the work. I'm out here, I'm doing the work. You understand me? I'm not wasting nobody's time. I'm not on downtime. I'm not bored. I'm not calling no exes. I'm not laying up with some eggplant that don't have no type of dreams about life or ambition. I'm over here in this thing by myself. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring out life. I'm healing my inner child. I'm not out here fornicating. It's been over 2 years now. And let me tell you this. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you I don't get lonely, because I do. But you know what? I've transmuted that energy. My fat ass is in gym 5 times a week. I'm working on my skin. I'm working on my 501c3. I'm starting a nonprofit organization. I have a lot of things in the works. I've written several books. I'm very proud of the last book that I just wrote. I just finished it about 2 weeks ago. I have a lot of irons in the fire. And when I meet the man of my dreams, I want to have all of my horses running in the race. I don't want to be half-cocked when he comes and he has everything and I have nothing. I don't want to not look my best where he's fine and fit and my ass is fat and looking unattractive and having low self-esteem and don't know what to wear and wonder what other people think when they see us. So I am doing the work. And this girl needs to do the work. She needs to find something to do besides a 9 to 5. She needs to go to therapy. This girl is straight up broken inside. And he could only do so. Eric could only do so much. Jocelynn, girl, if you're listening, I'm not trying to come for you because I've been where you are. There has been growth since I've been doing the work. And I really feel like there is a need for you to do the work. And as far as Eric goes, you got to come out of that. And I'm not trying to call this girl a hoe, but you got to come out of this Captain Save a Hoe thing. You need to find someone that is evenly yoked with you. Someone who has traveled, who's into photography, someone that you like that is on your level, because this is a period in your life where it is time to build. And you can't build with someone who has no idea. Who don't know a brick from a beam? You just can't do it. So I'm loving this series. It allows me to reflect on me, where I am, where I need to be. And I hope it's doing the work for everyone else. I really hope it's been beneficial to everyone else. It is definitely a guilty pleasure. I'm always checking my phone for alerts. And, I'll continue to watch. But thank you so much for tuning in to my review. You could have been anywhere, but you stopped here, and I'm thankful and grateful. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall talk to you later. Peace.